doing no contact with someone that you still love who hasn't hurt you is so impossible. I never really got closure with my divorce and the end of my marriage, and I just wanted to say goodbye in the best way I could and hold him for one more time, and it absolutely kills me. I know I've got a really, really long road ahead of healing, and I'm absolutely broken because I've lost my best friend.
Can we just talk about how difficult it is to walk away from someone that didn't really do anything wrong? No cheating, no lying.
And I just pray that I can look back on this and know that this was the right decision. It's just so to be so in love with someone, but just not work.
I feel like I'm finally finding myself again.
What's going on with you, YouTube? Welcome back to Yale's 101 TV. Have another reaction video for you today from HL Talk That Thought. He gets these videos from TikTok, puts them together, and I react to them for you. You know what I mean? If you do like the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Go ahead and hit the like button for the algorithm. Comment. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on the topic. And also hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping the videos. And just like that, let's get into it.
So I went against everyone's recommendations and contacted doing no contact with someone that you still love who hasn't hurt you is so impossible. So I'm back to day one of no contact, but I don't regret it because when we broke up, it wasn't done very nicely because we were in an argument, and I just wanted. I never really got closure with my divorce and the end of my marriage, and I just wanted to say goodbye in the best way I could. And
First of all, how are you doing no contact when you're the one who divorced him? I mean, please make that make sense. And this right here, it should be telling you fellas, when a woman wants to leave you, whether it's through a breakup, if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, or if you're in a marriage, you see it works because he did no contact on her. He gave her what she wanted. You want to break up with me? You want to divorce me? Okay, you got it. He hasn't been reaching out to her, hasn't been begging and pleading, moved on with his life, probably bettered his life, probably got in better shape. And now look at her. She's distraught. And she's reaching back out to him after she divorced him. I'm telling you, fellas, it works. It works. It works. And I am living proof of it.
I know that when things are good, it's so much harder, but I just have no regrets because I got to see him and hold him for one more time. And it absolutely kills me. But I'd do it all again. I was only 4 days in, so I'd rather do it now than in like 6 weeks' time. I know I've got a really, really long road ahead of healing, and I'm absolutely broken because I've lost my best friend. But I also know never, ever would have walked away from the relationship that I've just walked away from. So I am really proud of myself for having the strength to do it. Not just for me, but for him too.
You see what I mean? She's so proud of herself for walking away from a relationship that she really didn't want to lose, but she really didn't know that until she divorced him and she sees what's really out here. And most guys don't are not gonna fall in love with you. Women don't understand that. Most dudes have their woman that they're in love with, they fell in love with, and they're out here just trying to get along, get their rocks off, and tell you see you later. It don't matter how good you look either. If they don't like you, they just don't like you, and that's just what it is. And that's why it's a perfect example, fellas. They always, if you're a good dude, you're a generally good dude, and they leave you and you don't beg for them back, they regret it every single time. I cannot stress that enough.
Because I think that he would have held on. And I know that I'll probably at times regret it. I know that when you go through the process of healing, you go through regret and wonder if you've done the wrong thing or not. But I know in my heart of hearts that I'm not right for him, and he's not right for me.
After 17 years, you want to realize you're not right for him and he's not right for you. Man, get out of here. 17 years with kids and everything, and now you realize he's not right for you, you're not right for him. 17 years you wasted of this man's life.
And I just pray that I can look back on this and know that this was the right decision. It's just so shit to be so in love with someone, but just not work.
Just talk about how difficult it is to walk away from someone that didn't really do anything wrong. No cheating, no lying. It's so much easier to walk away from someone when you have a reason to hate them.
But fellas, that again, I mean, how many times we have to see this? I mean, a lot of these women say the same thing, that the guy did nothing wrong, wasn't cheating, wasn't abusive, physically or verbally, took care of family, made sure she was taken care of. They will leave no matter what. There's nothing you can do to keep these women satisfied and keep them in marriages in the modern era, in the modern day. Yes, some stay, but I mean, I seen a statistic said there was like 500,000 divorces submitted in by women. And it just doesn't, I mean, that's why our men are so scared to get married. It's like nothing I can do. Even if I follow all the right thing, take all the right steps during my marriage, still get left.
But being strong enough to walk away from someone who you love just because you know that they're not right for you is so hard.
I feel like it's going to bring people a lot of hope. I think people will resonate with it, and it's a big change for me, so I actually just wanted to document it. But Wednesday nights are my nights where I don't have the kids, and for a really long time I always felt this like need to make arrangements, to see friends, to do something, to keep busy, to not be on my own. I'd never really been great in my own company. Having been with my ex-husband for 17 years, it was just very alien to me to be on my own. And I had plans tonight and they got cancelled, and for the first time it didn't like fill me with this like dread and anxiety, and I'm actually really excited for my evening. I'm making dinner for myself on my own. I got a new colouring book. Yeah, I have a colouring book with felt tips, and I find it so therapeutic. I'm going to catch up on Love Island that I didn't watch last night, and I might even have a bath, or I might go on a walk because it doesn't get dark now until like 9:30. And it is just I don't know, I just wanted to like reflect on this moment and realize how far I have come. It might seem really insignificant to some people. Some people might be like, oh my God, how pathetic. She's like really buzzing that she's enjoying a night to herself. But I think when you've gone through such a hard period of time, and then I thought I met someone that I was going to spend my life with, and then going through a breakup again, it's taken me a long time to be okay in my own company. And I don't know, I'm just really proud of.
So what I'm getting at is, so she got divorced from her husband she was with for 17 years. Is she saying that she got into another relationship and she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with the new guy? Because I mean, you were with your husband for 17 years. I mean, that's about a quarter, about a quarter of our lives, maybe even more, for because I mean, that's 20, yeah, a quarter. I mean, 80 years. Most people don't even live 80 years. So quarter of your life you've already spent with your ex-husband. So what is she talking about?
Myself, and I wanted to share that. I want someone to see this and think, oh my God, like I'm going to get there too. If I can do it, you can do it. And it's small wins, and I'm very aware that healing isn't linear. I may not feel like this next week, but for now I feel like it today, so I'm rolling with it and I'm enjoying it. And I don't know, I feel like I'm finally, I think I'm going to get a bit emotional. I feel like I'm finally.
And here we go, about to cry again. But do you, I mean, it's just so difficult dealing with these women, man. They're just so wishy-washy. Like she just said, she may not feel like this next week. She may be crying and wanting her husband back. And then next week she's feeling some different way. That's how they are even in marriage or in relationships with them. Like as soon as the emotion hits them, they will leave you in a drop of a dime.
Like finding myself again. You know, like 2 years ago, I separated from my ex-husband, and then 5 months ago, I separated from my boyfriend, who.
Okay, see, I knew it. See, I have not watched this whole video, so I knew it. What she was saying, so she left her husband of 17 years. Then she got with a new guy she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with. She didn't think she was going to spend the rest of her life with the husband of 17 years, a quarter of your life you spent with this guy, but you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with a guy you were in a relationship with for a couple of years that you weren't even married to? The delusion of these women.
Genuinely thought was the love of my life, but these are happy tears, which is a nice change. But I just wanted to share that because I'm really proud of myself, and I hope that anyone watching this is proud of themselves too, because being a single parent and going through a heartbreak is tough, but it makes us better people and resilient, and I now know my worth. So yeah, love you guys.
And I'm gonna keep talking. I don't care. Hey, no. Multiple relationships and breakups do not make a woman resilient, make a woman better. I'm sorry. Breakups, men, us getting our heart broken, yeah, it makes us better. If a man channels that energy, that hurt we get from a woman leaving us, and we channel it to something positive, the gym, our mental, our career, our business, our money, it makes us resilient and makes us better, because then we become more attractive to the masses of women. Women, you guys going in and out of relationships, it does not make you resilient. You hold all that in. That's why every single woman, they always are judging you off the last men that they've dealt with. Us men, we really don't do that. Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got whatever, she left me. But once we're on to another woman that we really like, we're not thinking about the other lady anymore. That's not the same for women.
Talk about this because it actually really pisses me off. I did not choose to become a single mum because I didn't persevere or I gave up easily. A lot of people become single parents and it takes them a really long time to accept that and leave a relationship because they've got a lack of self-worth, or they have fear of doing things on their own with their children. like it's people like this that put a stigma on single parents, making out that they just like don't really give a shit and they've given up. That's not what happened in my relationship, and that's not what happens in most relationships. I don't want to persevere. I shouldn't have persevered. I did persevere, and that was due to me not having the self-worth and respect for myself. Why would anyone want to stay in an unhappy relationship? Why would you want?
Because that's just you modern women. You find anything to be mad about. He's not cheating on you. He's not beating you. You said he did nothing wrong, but you still left him. It's a you problem, not a him problem. And yes, you didn't persevere. You left after 17 years and having children. You left the relationship. You left the marriage. It's no point in marrying these women, man. This is what we get from marrying these women, man. There's nothing you can do.
Want to leave your kids in a household with a toxic relationship? Why would you want to set an example to your children that that relationship is acceptable? This comment is really naive. They've then gone on to say, well, that's the problem with social media and everyone's painting this perfect picture and you should stick around in the hard times, and if you're in an abusive relationship, call the police. Honestly, this has got under my skin, as you can tell, because I think that single parents, one of the things that makes us amazing is having that strength to walk away.
No, having that strength to walk away. Only reason she walked away is she wanted to go get new D. That's all she did. She didn't want her husband's D anymore. She wanted new D. So she divorced her husband, went and got in a relationship for 2 years with a guy who was giving her nothing but D, didn't give her no ring, didn't give her no marriage, no real commitment, and left her and bounced on her after he was done having his fun with her. And now she's single and trying to convince everybody that being a single parent and leaving your husband of 17 years is the right thing to do.
Because it is easier to stay. It's much easier to stay and try and persevere and beg for the bare minimum. And we shouldn't have to do that. Just because you have kids with someone doesn't mean you should stay in an unhappy relationship. So this comment is bullshit. Thanks for commenting. So the reason I've had to turn off my comments in my previous TikTok is the disgusting comments are just so unnecessary. And what's really interesting is it's all men. It's all men giving their opinion about how women should never leave a marriage and that they should stay for the kids. And it's giving bitter, narcissistic men who have had women leave them because maybe they didn't like being mistreated. Why should anyone stay in a marriage, kids or not, if you're not treated well?
Of course, their go-to every time is we're narcissistic, because isn't it crazy that the men are speaking up these days, talking about keeping the family together and not the woman? The women this day and age has so much freedom that they don't want to be with one man. Women want to sleep around more than men do. Once a man finds a woman that he really loves, don't have to cheat. We don't have to cheat. If we have a woman that we really love, we really want to be with, we don't got to cheat, and we don't need no other woman. But them, on the other hand, you can be the greatest guy ever, not cheating, not abusive, and they'll still want to leave and go get some outside D. And that's just a fact. And look what she's flipping it now. First, in the beginning of the video, she was crying and talking about how her husband he didn't do anything wrong. It's so hard to leave someone who didn't do anything to you. But now she's getting some heat in her comments. Now she's flipping on the husband. Now the husband's a bad guy. Can't make this stuff up. It's just so crazy. In the videos of these that I have done, it just shows that first, a woman is saying that the husband that they're divorcing is a good guy. They didn't do anything wrong. But then as soon as they start getting some heat in the comment section from the men, who are saying that women should probably quit leaving their marriages and try to make it work for the family and the kids, they get so mad and so angry that they start trying to throw salt and throw dirt on the ex-husband, who they already said previously that they did nothing wrong. But now all of a sudden, it's a toxic relationship. No, it was only toxic because you wanted out. Women will say they're in a toxic relationship because they want to leave you. You might not be doing anything wrong, but what you're doing wrong is getting on their nerves because they don't want you anymore. They have seen other men that they want, and they want to go chase those men. And they will give up the marriage, the kids, the family, everyone else's happiness for their happiness to go chase new D. And that is just a fact. We see it over and over again, time and time again. There's not many. The outliers nowadays are the women who are staying in the relationships and staying in the family, and staying for the kids and staying to just make a family work. Those are the outliers now. This right here, what we're seeing, what I'm reviewing, is the norm. And the reason I put these videos out is for men to just constantly see how these women are, and they're leaving the marriages for any and every reason. And for that, there's really no benefit for men to get in a marriage. And with that being said, man, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button for the algorithm, comment. I really want to hear what you have to say about this video. And if you do, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping the videos. And just like that, I'm out.